Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're amazing. Previously, let me introduce myself. My name is Intan Putri Ayuni, with student ID number is 20030500001. I'm from English Language Education class, Faculty of Teacher Science and Education, Maritim Raja Ali Haji University. Today, I will explain the material entitled Organization, the keys to good writing. Do you know what organization is? Okay, let's get started with the material. Well, the material we will discuss are the first, organizing by grouping, second, organizing by listing, third, clustering, fourth, irrelevancies, five, outlining. Well, organization is the key to good writing. Different languages organize their ideas differently. In English, organization means dividing your ideas into groups and putting them in a logical order. So, before you begin to write and while you are writing, you will need to organize your ideas. The first is organizing by grouping. We need to look at the following places. There are South America, New York City, Italy, Korea, Istanbul, Asia, Tokyo, Mexico, and Europe. From the many places, we can separate and group them into three groups. So you get result like this. That list can be organized by dividing it into three groups, which is the first group are South America, Asia, and Europe. And the second group are Italy, Korea, and Mexico. And the third group are New York City, Istanbul, and Tokyo. Okay, after that, you need to know the name of the grouping of each places. In group A, the name is continents. They are South America, Asia, and Europe. And the second group, the name is countries. They are Italy, Korea, and Mexico. And the third group, the name is cities. They are New York City, Istanbul, and Tokyo. Okay, let's move on to the second discussion, which is about organizing by list. Organizing by list. Each of the following lists by dividing it into three groups. Remember to put similar ideas together and to give each group a name. Organizing by list, remember to bring together the same ideas and name each group. Well, let's look at the first example where there are several vehicles. Here we have to analyze the vehicles that have the same idea. The vehicles are jet, bus, boat, car, airplane, truck, helicopter, submarine, and ship. Okay, then get the result in group A, which is the name is land transportation. There are bus, car, truck, and the group B, which is the name is water transportation. There are jet, boat, submarine, and ship. And group C, the name is air transportation. There are airplane and helicopter. Okay, to understand more, let's look at the second example. Here are some names that are a bit difficult to separate. There are Spanish, calculus, biology, algebra, Japanese, chemistry, Arabic, geometry, and physics. Okay, and after we group it, we get the result in group A. The name is languages. There are Spanish, Japanese, and Arabic. And group B, the name is subjects. There are biology, physics, and chemistry. And the group C, the name is branch of mathematics. There are calculus, algebra, and geometry. Okay, but there is another way besides the previous method. Now let's group some of these things into two groups, and what are their names? The things are wine, roast beef, milk, potatoes, pork, carrot, beer, chicken, whiskey, spinach, juice, and coffee. And the result is in group A. The name is foods. They are roast beef, potatoes, pork, carrot, chicken, and spinach. And the group B, the name is drinks. Wine, milk, whiskey, juice, and coffee. Okay, now we divide again into four groups. Is it possible? Of course. Let's see the result in a group A. The name is meats. There are roast beef, pork, chicken, and group B. The name is alcohol beverages. There are wine and whiskey. And the group C, the name is vegetables. There are potatoes, carrots, and spinach. And the group D, the name is non-alcoholic drinks or healthy drinks. There are milk, juice, and coffee. Okay, now we move on to the next material, namely clustering. Clustering is when you visualize your ideas by connecting similar ideas and grouping them. Clustering, also known as mapping, is like listing in that you narrow down and begin to organize your ideas. Clustering works best when you already have some knowledge or experience with your topic. Alright, this is the steps of making clustering accompanied by an example of clustering as well. Okay, step to use the clustering technique. For the first step is, in a word or phrase, write your topic in the center of a piece of paper and circle it. And the second step, also in a word or phrase, write down the main parts of central ideas of your topic. Circle these and connect them to the topic in the center. And the third step is, the next step is to generate facts, details, examples, or ideas related in any way to these main parts of the topic. Cluster these around the main parts. Okay, there are example of clustering technique. Daily life. We will start from meals. Okay, or exercise. There are walk before work, gym after lunch, soccer on Saturday. And in the meals, there are breakfast, snack, lunch, and dinner. And in the work, see workers, email, coffee break, meetings, write report, and phone. In the before work, there are get up, shower, dress, breakfast, goes to work. Alright, that's all about clustering, and now we move on to the next material, namely irrelevancies. Is that irrelevancies? Irrelevancies is when you are organizing your information to be able to recognize when something doesn't belong. When something does not belong, it is called irrelevancies. Alright, now we will identify irrelevancies. There are some examples that I will explain. Each of the following groups contains one figure that is irrelevant. Find it and cross it out. Okay, the first is an even number, except for the last, which is 5. So 5 is called irrelevancies. Okay, in the second example, all the circles have 2 colors, while the last image is only 1 color. Alright, for example C and D, I'm sure understand already how to answer it. Okay, the second way is to display a straight truth to the name of an object that is not a topic. Don't forget to give the name too. Okay, we will start. Cross out the word in each of the following group that doesn't belong. Then write a topic for each list on the line provided. For example, the topic is food. They are candy, chicken, vegetable. And in this example, plants are irrelevancies. Okay, in group A, the topic is color. There are green, dress, yellow, and blue. And this is group. Dress is irrelevancies. And in the group C, the topic is furniture. There are desk, chair, table, and book. But book is irrelevancies. And the last group D, the topic is languages. There are Spanish, Turkish, and Chinese. But modern is irrelevancies. Okay, for exercise topic sentence, there is a lot to do in New York City, which is there are many museums to see. It is the culture center of the United States. The subway are dirty, and the restaurants are interesting. And the answer is number 3 is irrelevant because it doesn't support the idea that there is a lot to do in New York City. So the number 3 is irrelevant. And for example, you can see and try to understand 4.B. Okay, now we will analyze something irrelevant using sentences. You can see an example. The topic sentence, it is interesting to visit foreign countries. And first, you can meet new people, you can eat different kinds of food. It is expensive. You can see the way other people live. Okay, number 3 is irrelevant because it doesn't support the idea that is interesting to visit foreign countries. Okay, we come to the last material, which is to describe is outlining. Do you know what an outlining is? Okay, outlining is a tool to organize your thoughts about a topic or question like a graphic organizer. Okay, so what are the advantages of outlines? The first, outline can help you visualize ideas. A graphic organizer, it helps you to visualize your ideas, but unlike graphic organizer, doesn't get crowded, which can quickly become crowded when details are longer, thoughts and flexible are added. Outlines provide a flexibility and accommodates multiple main ideas and detail, including precision and longer explanations. And the second, outline can be helps you organize your ideas before writing. For a good writing, not needed, no complex sentences, no paragraphs, no transition, and etc. And one focus structure. Okay, and how to make an outline? Okay, the first way is determine the theme and title. Theme is the main problem or subject and of an essay, while the title is the head of the essay. If the theme is larger in scope and the issue raised, the title is more of an initial explanation, the short pointer of the contents of the essay to be written. The second way is swallow ingredients. Before continuing to write, it is necessary to have material that is provision in essential of gathering materials. There are many sources from which you can prepare materials to get the variety, collect the clippings of certain problems, usually those that interest the author, in a neat manner. The third way is material selection. In order not to be too biased and abstract, it is necessary to choose materials that are in accordance with the theme of the discussion. The pattern is through clarifying the level of urgency of the material that has been collected carefully and systematically. The method is write down important things as much as possible. Make reading a necessity, lots of discussion, and participating in scientific and activities. Okay, the last way to make an outline is make an outline. We need to arrange step by step so that our initial goal in writing doesn't get lost or widened in the middle of the road. This outline breaks down each topic or into several more focused and problem languages. Remember, an outline is of course the same as a table of contents or an explanation per chapter. Outlines are small notes that are subject to change at any time with aim or reaching the perfect stage. Alright everyone, that's all my discussion about organizing the key to good writing. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope you can learn from my video. And today's quote is stay positive and happy, work hard and don't give up hope, be open to criticism and keep learning, surround yourself with happy, warm and genuine people. Tenadis.